My dear children, in class 11 business studies, we are on chapter 2 and the name of chapter is Forms of Business Organization. See, the forms of business organization firstly classified in two broad categories, private organization and public organization. See, private organizations are those organizations which are owned, controlled, managed, operated by private sector. And public sector are those organizations which are owned, controlled, managed, operated, decision by government or partly with government. So that will be the public sector I will explain you in chapter 3. But in chapter 2, forms of business organization, we are on chapter 2. I will share the screen. Then I'll tell you about forms of private sector. Forms of private sector. Forms of private sector or private sector undertaking is classified broadly into categories: non-corporate and corporate. See, first, all the organizations broadly classified in two categories: private sector, public sector. Private means individuals or the ownership under private sector. And public sector means the ownership under government. Okay, now, private sector also classified in two categories: non-corporate or corporate. You know the word meaning of corporate. Okay, do you know the meaning of word of corporate? Company, organization. Corporate means cooperative organization. Yes, and non-corporate means those organizations which are individually run. See, I will explain. Now, non-corporate. You will understand the whole chapter by this slide. Non-corporate, sole proprietor, partnership, joint Hindu family business. These are non-corporate enterprises, my dear children. See, sole proprietor, partnership, joint Hindu family, all are non-corporate enterprises. Yes. One by one, I will explain you. All corporate enterprises are cooperative society and joint stock companies. So in this chapter, I will explain you 5 things: sole proprietor, partnership, Hindu undivided family, yes, cooperative society and joint stock companies. So further, we are moving towards first topic, that is sole proprietorship. What is the meaning of sole proprietorship? One man business. One man business means he invests the entire capital, bears all the risks, takes all the advantages, and manages the business by himself alone. He can take the help of workers, employees, but owned, controlled, managed, decision by one person. That's why it is known as sole proprietorship. It is also called individual proprietorship. And he invests the entire capital, that's why he enjoys the whole profits also. He bears all the risk, that's why he takes all the advantages himself also, and manages the business decision by him only. Okay, so sole proprietor means one man business. Okay, I am giving you the example. In your colony, general store is there. The owner of that business is sole proprietor. Yes. Then I'm giving you more examples, like one fruit seller, he takes all the decision, he is sole proprietor. Yes. The business, which is simple language, owned, controlled, managed, operated, invested by one person. Now, features of proprietorship. Today we will do features of proprietorship. Formation and closure is easy. Less formalities, it has no separate law. Yes. In India, Partnership Act 1932 for partnership. Companies Act 1956 for companies. Same, they made laws and rules for Hindu undivided family, for cooperative society. Every organization has their own rules, own laws, even laws, legal laws. But, my dear children, it's very easy in India to form and close sole proprietorship. How? Formation is very easy. If a person has money, caliber, skill, knowledge, or determination, he can start any business, legal business. And it is very easy to shut it down when he is facing loss. So no formalities, even less formalities are required, even no legal problems. No legal formalities are required. That's why it is said that formation of sole proprietorship is very easy, as well as wind up or closure is also very easy without legal formalities. No separate law is made for sole proprietor, but they should have legal business. Second point, unlimited liabilities. See, the sole proprietor is investing the capital, taking the whole profit. That's why he will face unlimited liability also. What is the meaning of unlimited liability? Yes, personal properties are also liable to meet the liabilities of the business. See, I am giving you one good example. In place of firm, you can write organization. Like a businessman is running a shop as a sole proprietor. Now he is facing huge loss and he is unable to pay bank loan. Now the liability is unlimited. The bank person can take his personal property also, like his car, his house. Okay, that's why this is unlimited liability, means personal properties will also be utilized to pay the debts of business. Yes. Now, sole risk bearer and profit recipient. Very good. See the slide. I made hard work for making this slide. Sole risk bearer, whole profit recipient. If he is facing the loss individually, he will share the profits, enjoy the profits, entire profit. See, risk is facing by him alone. Maybe the risk of loss, change in fashion, technology, government policies, competitors, various risks are there. I explained you in chapter 1. He will be alone at that time. So all the risk on his shoulder. He is walking alone. Then the entire profits of the organization will be enjoyed by him alone. Yes, see, I am giving you one more example for whole risk bearer. Whole risk bearer means the complete loss or risk will be faced by him only. Whatever the risk is there in the business, maybe the change in fashion, technology, maybe the change of competitors, customers' choice, preference, various risks are there, my dear children. So in that case, he will only be the responsible for, and he will bear the whole risk and loss. But he will enjoy the entire profit also. Because as I told you, business owned, controlled, managed, operated, decision by and invested by one person. Control. Yes. Complete control of business is held with the proprietor himself or herself. How you can say complete control? Here control means not punishing others, not controlling others, controlling the business activities. At what time he has to open the shop, at what time he has to close the shop, from whom he has to purchase the goods, to whom he has to sold the goods. Every decision he has to taken by himself, and he has to control the business himself alone. No one will be there to interfere. See, sole proprietor, the main benefit is that he has complete control of all the activities of the business. See the slide. All the activities related with employees, material, money, machine, method. See, I am telling you, 5 M's you should learn. These 5 things controlled by businessman. Manpower, workers. Money, investment. Machine, all the physical resources. Material, raw material to convert into finished goods, and which method he has to use. Everything is under the control of sole proprietor. Then, very good. No separate entity for the business from the businessman. You told me earlier, we discussed that business has separate entity. Business and businessman are separate from the point of view of accounting. But from the point of view of sole proprietor theory, separate entity is not possible. Business and businessman. Yes, see, the owner is held liable for all the activities of the business. If the business is found in any illegal activities, the businessman will be caught. Okay, and that's why we just now I told you, businessman has unlimited liability. Okay, so no separate entity for the business from the businessman. The owner is liable for all the activities of the business. See, lack of continuity. Lack of continuity? Yes. The main drawback of sole proprietor is lack of continuity. Death, insanity, imprisonment, sickness will affect the existence of the business. I am telling you again, wait. As I told you, sole proprietor is owned, controlled, managed, operated, invested by a single person. If he felt ill, died, insanity, imprisonment, any illegal activity, then he may be imprisonment. Who will run the business? See, it will affect the existence of the business. So now I am going to conclude the features of sole proprietorship. Yes, children, see, Sole proprietorship means one-man business, owned, controlled, managed, operated, invested by one person. First point, formation and closure is easy. Second point, unlimited liability. The personal property will also be utilized to pay off the debts. Sole risk bearer and profit recipient. He will have the whole risk on him only, he or she. And he will enjoy the entire profit of the business because no one is there to share the profits. In partnership, the risk will be shared by other partners. Profit will also be enjoyed by other partners. Control. Complete control is held with the proprietor himself or herself. No separate entity. Owner is liable for all the activities. Lack of continuity. Since the business and owners are one and the same entity, their insanity will affect the existence of the business. Now, today we started chapter 2, forms of business organization, and forms of business organization. I just explain you 2 types. Okay. First is private, second is public. But in this chapter, I will not explain you public enterprises because that will be in chapter 3. Now, private enterprises are of 2 types. Private enterprises are also of 2 types. Non-cooperative or cooperative. Okay. Then non-cooperative, or it is also of 3 types. Yes, what are the 3 types I showed you? Slide. Pranav Bola, please on your video. So non-cooperative is also of 3 types. Sole proprietorship, partnership, HUF. Sole proprietorship, partnership, HUF. Then in cooperative or corporate world, 2 types. One is cooperative society or joint stock companies. So in this chapter, I am going to explain you these 5 only. This is the chapter 2 whole. So in this chapter, I explain you sole proprietorship, and today we completed features of sole proprietorship. What are the features? Sole risk bearer and profit recipient, easy formation and closure. Yes, sole risk bearer, lack of continuity. Lack of continuity means if the proprietor felt sick, died, insanity, imprisonment, then it is the possibility to be shut down the business, and it is easy to start and it is easy to wind up the business. Okay, so tomorrow I will explain you the merits of sole proprietor.